Rescue Minions, I'm Tammy Nicholson, and on our show today we have got a very special guest for you. She is all the way from Massachusetts. She is going to tell us a little bit about her story. Let's welcome to the show Robert Shirtleff. Deborah Sampson. Hi Deborah, how are you today?
Good.
Awesome. Well, today on our show, we're talking about people from the Revolutionary War, and I just wanted to know if it would be okay if we just shared some information about you with our audience.
Sure.
Awesome. So I can ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, I think it would be nice to know a little bit about your early childhood, when you were born, and just a little bit about your family, brothers and sisters, that kind of thing.
Okay. I was born in Plimpton, Massachusetts on December 17th, 1760.
Okay. And did you have brothers and sisters?
Yes. I was the oldest of 6 children of Deborah and Jonathan Sampson.
Okay.
And actually, I don't know how, but my parents, their names doesn't have a P in it. It was just S-A-M-O-S-O-N.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I wonder how that happened.
Yeah.
So when you were a kid, what was your childhood like? Did you have to work? What did you do as a kid?
We were a poor family, so my father left the family. He went to sea and he was never seen again.
Oh, so he never came back.
Yeah, and then after that, my mom, she was too ill and she couldn't take care of her 6 children anymore, so we had to split up to neighbors and friends.
Oh, so that must have been really hard. So did you have to go to work after that, or what did you have to do?
So when I went to the first home, after a couple years, their parents died, so then I got adopted to another family, the Thomas's family. I was the servant of Deacon Jeremiah and Susanna Thomas in 1770.
Oh.
So when I was 10.
Oh gosh, so you had to do a lot of work and take care of the kids and of their kids and stuff as a servant?
Yeah, but I did get a good education from reading books and taking the Thomas's sons to school.
Oh, so you got an education as well? What did you do with that education?
I actually became a part-time teacher when I was older.
Oh, so you like to help people?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what then made you decide that you wanted to, go to, what's like a major accomplishment that people would want to know about you, Deborah?
Well, I was the first woman to go into the U.S. Army disguised as a man.
And that's why you're wearing the soldier uniform, is because that's the reason why you have the accomplishment. So how was that? What was it like being in the Army as a woman?
Actually, people were making fun of me because I didn't have to shave. So they thought that I was too young to shave at that time.
Oh, so they thought you were just too young. They didn't really know that you were a woman. So, did you ever get injured while you were in war?
Yes. I got shot in the leg, but I got it. I didn't have to go to the doctor because I didn't want anyone to know that I was a woman. So I got the bullet. There was 2 bullets, and I got one out with a penknife, but the other one is still there.
Oh, wow. So you didn't seek any medical help at all?
No, but after that, I got an illness, and I had to go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So he figured me out, but he did not tell the soldiers. So I was able to go back to the Army once I was okay.
Okay, so then what happened it says here in a profile that you actually did, at what point did they find out that you were a woman, or did they ever find out you were a woman?
Actually, yes, they did once. Once I got out of the army, they like
The doctors found out
Yeah.
after you got that fever.
yeah, and like I guess another doctor or something found out and like told the other soldiers or the captain or something. So then once they found out and they knew that I had served for the military without getting known, and so and I served 2 years, and they were like paying me like $7 a month because I was in the military, but they weren't necessarily proud that I was actually in it because I was a woman and I was lying. So.
Okay. So, so overall, after you get out of the military and you get found out that you were a woman, and then you go on about your life. What happened later on in your life?
What happened in my later on life, I got married to a farmer named Benjamin Gannett on April 7th, 1785. So, after I was out of war and I wasn't going to go to the military anymore, so then I had 3 children and adopted 1 daughter, and their names were Earl, Mary, Patience, and Susanna, their adopted child.
Very nice. Okay. So, did you have any other quotes or things that you wanted to share with us?
Yes. One of my quotes is, I am indeed willing to acknowledge what I have done, an error and presumption. I will call it an error and presumption because I swerve from the accustomed flowery path of female delicacy to walk upon the heroic.
Okay, so we've learned a lot about you and about how you served in the military. So when did you actually die?
I died on April 29th, 1827 from a fever called yellow fever.
Oh.
And since back then we didn't have medicine, so we couldn't like heal me because they might have had like a bad medicine, but since we were a poor family, we
couldn't afford the medicine that you needed to
Yeah.
have. Deborah Sampson, who disguised herself as a man. Will you stand up and show the costume? She bridged the gender differences for the military and the veterans who fought for her country. She loved her country so much that she wanted to serve it, but women were not allowed, and so there you have it.
Thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon. Here are some bloopers.
Her name is Deborah Sampson. Deborah, can you join me today? You forgot your hat. Stop it.